Alright, Will, now we're going to look at your breaststroke, and I'm going to slow it down to get frame by frame, but as we're looking at your breaststroke and we're looking at your streamline position, I want you to take a look at, we really want to have our hands down through our hips, through our feet, with our head in the streamline position. So as you picture streamlining, as we talk about in practice all the time, your head right now is basically taking on a lot of water that's moving toward your head and it's slowing you down. So you really need to do a better job of trying to get those eyes down, looking down, and that head down, so that the head is on the back side of the shoulders. So the back of your head should line up with the shoulder blade, and right now you're ahead of that, you're looking straight forward. We want that head down here a little bit more, down right with your shoulders, and I should see your face down here, and then you should be looking straight at the bottom of the pool in terms of the streamline part of the stroke at the beginning of the breaststroke stroke. So if I take this off, then we're going to go into the next part, which is where we start our catch. And it's hard to get to a good catch position. As you're seeing on your pull, your forearms as you start to pull should, if you have your head down, you're going to be in a better position to have your arm here with your elbow kind of up and then your shoulders down here. So you kind of have this triangle created with your arm as you're starting your catch, and that gets you to a vertical forearm a lot quicker. And you can see yours is really flat. So your hand's flat and your elbow's on the same plane as your hand. So it's difficult for you to get into a good catch position. And where we want to be is we want to be in that kind of triangular position. So this should be your hand, your elbow should be here, and it should go back to your shoulder here. So you're creating that vertical forearm a lot sooner, so that when you get one frame beyond this, you're already in this position with your forearm. So you're in a very good position to catch water. And as you're starting this pull, it's going to create a later catch. So right here is where you get to the vertical forearm, and it can happen out in front a little bit more, but your head position's got to be in a better position for that to happen. And so as we come forward into the video, we want to lift the hands a little bit. So as you're getting to this point, your breath is happening a little bit earlier, and you need to lift the hands as you get to this position here. So the hands should be, in my opinion, a little bit higher. They should be up here instead of right here where you have them. So they're a little low. You want to get in front of your shoulders a little bit more to start creating that streamline as the hands are coming forward in terms of your recovery. And then when you're looking at your legs, we want these feet to be much closer together. They should be coming up together. Knees should be closer together. We don't want to have this gap that's being created between your knees and your feet. We want to still create a streamline as we're lifting the feet. So the knees should almost be together, and those feet should be together as you're pulling them up into the kick. And then as we're coming forward, again, eyes need to drop down. So if you lift the hands a little higher, as you go to drop the head will come down a little bit deeper, and you'll be looking more straight down instead of straight forward, and that'll create a much better streamline. Again, we're kind of creating a lot of drag with our head and our body in terms of breaststroke. The other thing, if I back it up a little bit, as you start to deliver your kick, you should already be in the streamline. So if we change your head position a little bit, instead of having your arms here, and I'll do a comparison with another swimmer to kind of give you an idea, but your arms shouldn't be bent like this. It should be already straight ahead. So your arms from the shoulder should be straight in front of you as you're starting this kick. So you're starting your kick, but your arms are still trying to get forward. That's going to create quite a bit of drag as you're trying to move forward in breaststroke, and we want to have those arms already recovered or almost recovered, and those elbows straight before we start the kick. So I think we're just going to have to work really hard on your head position, and that will get the timing down a little bit better. But again, I'm going to do a comparison between you and Evie Pfeiffer, so you can kind of see when she's delivering the kick and when you're delivering the kick. Also see your head position, your body line, and those kind of things that we're talking about in this part of the video, which will tell you a lot more. You know, I'm kind of drawing the points here and talking about it here, but that's going to help you a lot when we get into that part. You know, I think you're trying to execute the stroke as good as you can, and there's a lot of good points to it. I mean, you're turning your feet out well to grab water. You're pulling, and where you get the catch is a good position to catch the water. You're just a little late with the timing, and you're also in not the best streamline position, and that's all kind of, as we talk about all the time, body position, the water, and head position. So we just need to get a little bit better with yours. But I'm going to stop it here and then do the comparison, and that will show you a little more effectively where your head should be and where your body line should be when you're executing the stroke, and then when the timing of the kick is really important. But that'll help a lot. So